Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. And off we go here on Monday night. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. A good return as he takes it across the 30. First and 10. Jones going to throw right away. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
14 on the pickup. First down, Minnesota.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll go back to Jones on first down. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Shotgun now for Jones. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They run straight ahead with Jones. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They run it once more with Jones. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. Working from the gun, it's Jones. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Move back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Jones. He's going to run it.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
They're at the 4, looking to get the game's first points. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Jones. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Daniel Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. He's going to have a Bears first down as he gets this up to the 42.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
On first down, they give it right back to Swift. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he's going to take this all the way home. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Chicago. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Chandler now to return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now, Jones. to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll tuck it and take off. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Swift. And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Williams.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. To the left side, he's got Kmet. And he'll take it on in. Cole Kmet. Touchdown, Bears. On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears will move out to a 14-7 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Chandler now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
On 1st and 10, here's Jones. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Open man downfield. It's Hawkinson. And he's into the end zone. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They will run it over center with Swift. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. 2nd down and 8. To throw is Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field.
And he will score. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears have broken the deadline as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Chandler now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw, it's Jones. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Jones. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Jones. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, Minnesota. Back to throw is Jones. That one intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. Zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. Here's 2nd and 9. On the bootleg, it's Williams. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner and just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On second down, it's Jones. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Dobbs. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Here's Dobbs. He finds the veteran Keenan Allen. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Jones now on first and 10. It'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone. A pickup of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Dobbs.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. He'll try to run for it. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. They'll come up on a second down and 8. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Another run here, another run by Swift. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
So often we see when those balls get deflected up into the air, they usually turn into interceptions. I think the offense dodged a bullet here, and they're fortunate there was nobody in the area to come down with that pick.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Throwing, Dobbs. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
To throw is Dobbs. This is intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On first down, it's Swift. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. They'll go again with Swift. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
That's caught. It's the tight end comeback. The Bears are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Swift. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Try it again here from the 7-yard line. 2nd down and goal. A play fake. Now Williams. He finds his big tight end, Everett. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
He'll try and throw. Here's Williams. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense has it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Two minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here is 2nd and 7. Jones. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big game there as they try to go take this lead.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. 19 more on that one. And another 1st down.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They are trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
Running is Jones. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Dobbs to throw. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
They'll run with Jones. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd down. Dobbs now to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Big play here. Crowd on their feet for 3rd and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
The kick is good. Makes the score Vikings 28, Bears 21.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to carry that ball loosely, and it is out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance